something completely different. In your heart, you know he's right.
So I can't stand these women that have kids with Elon Musk, and then they either try to be victim or they try to call him out or even call themselves his ex. You're just somebody that had a kid with him because you have no redeeming talents and you go, hey, it's a cash grab. But then your kids are going to have deep psychological issues. And then you're going to be like, I probably should have had a kid with someone who's a little less rich, but actually present. Because we all know that Elon is a deadbeat.
Happy hot topic.
And here is Elon's quote-unquote ex, Ashley St. Clair, responding to Trump, giving him breakup advice. And it's always the girl's name, Ashley, that you're going to watch out for.
Ashley St. Clair has entered the chat. The conservative author who shares 9-month-old son Romulus with ex-Elon Musk.
God, you're a trash bag if you want to have a kid with him. Conservative author. It means you're into right-wing nonsense.
Is sharing her 2 cents on the Tesla CEO's ongoing feud with President Donald Trump. With Ashley taking to X June 5th writing, "Hey Donald Trump, let me know if you need any breakup advice." The tongue-in-cheek response from the 26-year-old influencer who announced earlier this year that she had welcomed a child with Elon in September 2024
God, you have no integrity.
comes amid the SpaceX founder's recent fallout with the president.
I wonder if he's good and bad or if he's just like, oh my God, he should be grateful to be in my presence. And I wonder if he has any STDs.
After stepping down from his role as head of the Department of Government Efficiency last month,
That was such a bust. And it's funny, I know people that lost their jobs recently that were rooting for people that lost their jobs in January because of Elon. And I'm like, that's karma.
Elon has openly criticized Trump's tax cut and spending bill, even going on to claim in since deleted X post June 5th that the commander-in-chief couldn't have won the presidency on his own.
Yeah, I mean, this was the problem. Like when Elon's little brat of a kid was in the office and like picking his nose and putting it on the desk and then saying, my daddy's the president. He's getting that from his dad. And it made Trump look like such a beta male that he let Elon do this. I hope we can somehow get back on track because Elon was the worst thing that ever happened. He's a walking autistic STD.
Writing, "Without me, Trump would have lost the election.
Oh, so did you guys like rig it or something?
Dems would control the House and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. Such ingratitude."
Oh, there you go. I predicted this in January. Of course they were going to break up. Why the hell would they get along long term?
However, Trump was quick to clap back, taking to his own social media platform Truth Social to explain, "Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted. That he knew for months I was going to do, and he just went crazy."
Yeah, I'm sure you never go crazy, Trump. Let me see what else we got here. Here is the latest on this as well.
Happy hot topic.
I don't know if we're well anymore. I was surprised because you were here. Everybody in this room practically was here as we had a wonderful send-off. He said wonderful things about me. You couldn't have nicer. Said the best things. He's worn the hat. Trump was right about everything. And I am right about the great, big, beautiful bill. We call it a great, big, beautiful bill because that's what it is.
It is.
Elon Musk and Donald Trump are not seeing eye to eye. On June 5th, the United States president and the Tesla CEO exchanged jabs as Musk continues to criticize a Republican domestic policy bill, which Trump calls one big beautiful bill.
I love how like the Republicans didn't want like Kamala or Hillary in office because they said she was emotional, and because she's a woman, she thinks with her emotions. And then you have two dudes here being women.
Musk even went as far as to allege that Trump is in the Epstein files, claiming,
Of course he is.
Time to drop the really big bomb. Real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT.
Duh, we all knew that. There's pictures of him hanging out. But as the conservatives say, when he went, it was for business. But when Bill Clinton, a liberal, went, it was for sex. Come on now.
He then shortly followed up, "Mark this post for the future, the truth will come out."
I mean, literally, he told people to grab women by the pee.
Musk offered no evidence for his claim regarding Trump. Trump has previously denied involvement in any of Epstein's criminal behavior. Access Hollywood has reached out to the White House for comment. The president didn't
They always gotta let us know we reached out.
respond to Elon's claims as of Thursday afternoon, but did share another message on Truth Social after Musk's post that read in part, "I don't mind Elon turning against me, but he should have done so months ago. This is one of the greatest bills ever presented to Congress." In the Oval Office earlier Thursday, Trump said he was very disappointed in Elon and claimed the SpaceX founder was upset that the bill cuts an electric vehicle mandate. He also expressed that though they had a great relationship, he doesn't know if they will anymore, and suggested the tech entrepreneur could be upset about leaving the White House.
And, Elon's upset because we took the EV mandate and, which was a lot of money for electric vehicles. And, they're having a hard time, the electric vehicles. And they want us to pay billions of dollars in subsidy. And, Elon knew this from the beginning. He knew it for a long time ago. That's been in there. That's been, I would say, JD, that hasn't changed. That's been right from the beginning, Mr. Secretary. That hasn't changed at all, right from the beginning. But I know that it disturbed him.
Listen, I'm not a big Trump guy, but I will say the difference between him and Elon, it might be because he's not on the spectrum. I mean, he is a dumb old boomer. That's what he suffers from. But he's a little more level-headed than Elon. Not by much. I think it's because Elon's always on drugs. Like Trump's sober. Almost too sober, though.
Hopefully, he recommended somebody from that he, I guess, knew very well. I'm sure he respected him, but to run NASA. And I didn't think it was appropriate. Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we're well anymore. I was surprised because you were here. Everybody in this room practically was here as we had a wonderful send-off. He said wonderful things about me. You couldn't have nicer. Said the best things. He's worn the hat. Trump was right about everything. And I am right about the great, big, beautiful bill. I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
I will say that it did seem like he was trying to mentor him, but like you said, it wears thin. Like having Elon around, like Elon joining family pictures and that, a no guide.
Mr. President, I just want to clarify, did he raise any of these concerns with you privately before he raised them publicly? And this is the guy you put in charge of cutting spending.
Let's see if he blames Biden.
Should people not take him seriously about spending now? Are you saying this is all sour grapes?
No, he worked hard and he did a good job. And I'll be honest, I think he misses the place. I think he got out there and all of a sudden he wasn't in this beautiful Oval Office. And people leave.
Brag a little more, bud.
My administration, and they love us. And then at some point they miss it so badly. And some of them embrace it and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it. But
God, he's using that term so freaking douchey. But this just in, he's a douchebag.
You have it with others too. They leave and they wake up in the morning and the glamour's gone. The whole world is different and they become hostile. I don't know what it is. Someday you'll write a book about it and you'll let us know.
Elon responded to Trump's comments by claiming the president would have lost the 2024 election without his help.
What a narcissist. And I just loved the whole time people were like, see, he's a great guy. All the conservatives were applauding him. I'm like, they're going to break up soon. You can't have two people in the same room. For Tampa Radio example, it'd be like having Drew Garabo and Mike Calta do the same show. For Cleveland example, it'd be like Rover and Alan Cox doing the same show. I'm trying to cater it to my different audiences. And I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm thinking of the cities. I don't know. You know what I'm saying.
Without me, Trump would have lost the election, Dems would control the House, and Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate, Musk wrote in response to a post which shared the moment Trump addressed reporters. He then followed up, claiming such ingratitude. All
right, there you go. And then somehow Andy freaking Cohen got involved, which I love Andy Cohen.
Happy Hot Topic!
If Andy Cohen can manage Bravo's screaming Real Housewives stars, Donald Trump and Elon Musk could be a walk in the park for him. On June 5th, President Donald Trump and Elon Musk exchanged personal blows online from their respective social media platforms, Truth Social and X, formerly known as Twitter. As the fallout of their
this music's pump me up in the background.
Working relationship.
Elon's wearing a shirt in this picture that says the Doge Father with like the Godfather logo. So freaking douchey. You're a nerd that got lucky that you came from money, like Tampa Morning Radio. Shut up.
Laid out publicly. In the midst of the online face-off, Bravo host and executive producer Andy Cohen chimed in to lighten the mood, saying, "Let me host the reunion." In response, Representative...
Wow, the AI just like forgot how to talk for a sec.
In response, Representative Jared Moskowitz, a Florida Democrat, posted a graphic which featured members of the government looking like reality stars who are part of Bravo's Real Housewives reality show franchise.
Wow, this AI is freaking out.
The Bravo-style reunion seating chart for the fictional Real Housewives of the West Wing shows the president and Elon seated flanking Andy, along with Chief of Staff Stephen Miller, Vice President J.D. Vance, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Senior Counselor Peter Navarro, and White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt.
God, she seems pretentious. I bet she uses teeth. I know, God.
After Andy's leading of countless cast reunions for the Real Housewives franchise, some commenters latched on to the idea.
What's funny is I don't think we're far off from them doing it. Wow,
the feud seems to have first began.
This AI dead air is creeping me out. I'm like, I'm super stoned right now, but I'm like, am I freaking out?
When Elon expressed his disapproval of the president's, quote, One Big Beautiful Bill Act. Later, Trump threatened to cut off federal subsidies and contracts to the Tesla leader's companies. Then, Elon claimed that the president is, quote, in the Epstein files.
Yeah, we know that. All right. And then speaking of the Epstein files, it says here, Elon thinks he dropped a bomb on Trump by claiming he's in the files, but the defense attorney for the deceased sex criminal is calling BS on Musk. Let me see here. The lawyer says, what I can definitely say is that I discussed this matter with Mr. Epstein at the time, that it would be in his best interest to implicate others, and he made clear that Donald did nothing wrong. And there's this video of them partying together. Let me see if there's any audio to it.
The Mar-a-Lago party shows Trump giving Epstein his personal attention. The footage, shot in November of 1992, before Trump opened the resort as a club, shows the future president surrounded by cheerleaders for the Buffalo Bills.
I love this comment below. Those are not underage girls, but conservatives try to find any reason to defend this mutant.
And Miami Dolphins, capturing Trump's fun-loving bachelor lifestyle.
All right, there you go. So yeah, that's the guy that never went to Epstein Island. If you believe that, you're gullible and you are hypnotized by MAGA.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHappyRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.